So in last discussion we changed actually architecture, right? We added one more component in our architecture, load balancer. Is that load balancer? Yes, right? Yeah. So we introduced one more component, Eureka load balancer. This load balancer job is it will balance the load based on the availability of your services which are running in backend. So while running microservices, we can have failovers also along with one service. You can have one failover service also. So based on the availability, Eureka will switch request either to first resource or second resource. You can have any number of clones here. So when front end request to API gateway consult Eureka for the availability. So as soon as Eureka will provide the available service, the request will forward to that so and so service which is running on so and so port number. So what we need to do for that, one Eureka server we need to build, and into each service, right? Each service should register with this Eureka. Just by enable Eureka client, we can do that. Enable Eureka client will do what? When we start this application on 9090 or 9091 port, automatically that two ports application, right, automatically will be registered into Eureka. In other words, when you run it on two different servers, that two different servers will register into Eureka. They both will be registered here. Self registration will happen. This is like a telephone directory. When you get a new phone, right, when new phone number, automatically your phone number will be registered into telephone directory. Similar way, your services will be registered here automatically. Just you need to provide this Eureka server URL here, everywhere. Even API gateway also need to register here. Otherwise, API gateway doesn't know about the Eureka service where it is running. So everywhere we enable Eureka client, even in gateway also. Gateway also one of the Eureka client only. This is also one Eureka client only. All are Eureka clients. Okay? Yeah, yeah. I'm there. Yeah. It's up to you. If you don't see, if you don't want load balancing, you can run one port. Load balancing means what? When there is a load on one instance, you should be able to handle it. Let's say when you went to a shopping mall, if you have only one counter, only one billing counter, everybody will sit into this. Everybody will stand into the same queue. So they will carry with their items here, and everybody will enter into the same queue. So if one or two, it can manage. One billing counter can manage. Counter one I have here, it can manage all these customers who are coming in. Customer one, customer two. No, what ambiguity? When there are n number of customers, it can decide. Eureka will decide. Eureka will decide. Eureka will keep it in its memory, which is which is having multiple requests for the current second. So then immediately it will switch your request. Let's say up to customer n we have here. When this many customers hit, I think it will use simple. Uh, yeah, it must have that monitoring actuator, right? Via actuator continuously it will find out the health. We use actuator. Do you guys remember actuator use? When you configure actuator, we can monitor health, right? So via actuator continuously it will monitor health also. Okay. So it will check health, whether your service health is good or not. If your service health is good, then it will hit. If service health is not good, it will approach to the good service only, the available service only. Via actuator it will do that. So for Eureka, actuator is mandatory. When you are thinking to apply Eureka, right? Not for Eureka, your clients. It need to monitor your clients, right? Who will say or who will tell the health of your, microservices to Eureka? Actuator will tell that. Here, everywhere you need to add actuator dependency also. So Eureka will do what? Every time it will ask actuator, is that service is good or not. So actuator will say service health is okay, then it will keep that port is available. If service not good, I mean health is not good, if there are any downtime, via actuator health it will see not okay, then it will not use that port. Okay, actuator it will use. Let me uh, internally only. Yeah, you need not to do that. Okay, so we saw example, right? Eureka server. Let me get it. Yeah, let's get it for us. I'll create one more copy of it. Okay, so it will be easy. Let me maintain one more copy. Ecom Eureka server. Uh, just get this server here first. So as of now, we have two servers, right? RBU, this config server and gateway server. We have one more server adding here, Eureka. These all are additional services apart from your microservice. They are doing different set of jobs. So let's get it here. Okay. Now Eureka server is ready. Let me rename it. Okay. We have Eureka ecom server. Okay. So once again, see the dependencies here. We have actuator dependency. Okay, so here we have web dependency, Eureka server dependency. Okay, maybe why is actuator is in server? I'm not sure whether your clients also will know that Eureka server is available or not via actuator first, because they need to register, right? Self register here. So for that, will they use actuator to know whether the service is available or not? I'm not sure. Okay, we will see. Okay, we may see that later. So Eureka server dependency I have and one web dependency I have. Bus. Yeah, even web dependency also. I'm not sure why it is, but let's keep and add enable Eureka server in application and go to properties file. Add your application port number and to properties. Self register, fetch registry. Just make them false. Bus. So server is ready. Okay, server is ready. Now my applications, right, need to my applications need to register here. Which all applications need to register? As of now, I have only one admin service, so I need to register it there. So to register it there, you need to add one more dependency, Eureka client dependency. So just add one dependency, Eureka client and actuator. So actuator not available. Let's add it. Add Eureka client. This is my admin service. Adding actuator is there, right? Yeah. Add Eureka client. Done. It is building. Okay, let it build. And go to main application and put here enable Eureka client. So that is what, right, we used for client project. Enable, isn't it required? Right, so already discovery client available, right? Is it sufficient? I'm not sure. I remember. So when we have new version, MS admin service. This is MS admin service only. Yeah, that is what. So as we are using latest version, enable discovery client, I think must sufficient for service discovery and registry. We will see. And have your Eureka path. Just keep it in your application. And you must have application name. Okay, with that name as a key value where it will register there. So let's keep it. Admin service name is there, and yeah, service path given here where it is running. Shall we try? Yeah, let's run them and see whether it is getting registered there or not. So first to start your config server. Config server started. So let's start your Eureka. So Eureka server started. Start your admin service and we'll check Eureka dashboard. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Successfully registered. Let's check the dashboard. Localhost 8761 Eureka dashboard. See, your admin service is registered in port number 9090. Cool, right? It is registered. What I can do, I may deploy one more copy of it, but make sure you should not have here actuator. We have DevTools not added, right? If I have DevTools here, it will shut down my old port and it will start it in new port. DevTools are not configured, not there, right? Yeah, then fine. So go there, add one more port number 9091. Is it restarting? Let's see what happened. We lost both. Yeah, so maybe already news. Yeah, one should be okay. For now, one should be sufficient. But why it is restarting? I don't have DevTools, right? For live reloads. Is it is it happening? Oh, DevTools are there, right? Let's comment it. Now let it restart. Okay, admin service. Okay. So 9091 is registered already. Now let me change port number 9090. This time it will not restart. Again restarting. Oh god. It's okay, leave it, okay? So what we can do, we can create jar files and run multiple ports. uh, if at all required, right? What we can do, we can get a jar file here. Once after build, right, we can use jar to run in multiple ports. Okay. Yeah, let it run. At least one is available, right, for testing. It's okay. Now, how do I configure this admin service if I have to? I should not hard code my URL. If you see here, earlier from front end to back end call, we diverted via gateway, right? So the gateway here configured with your application names and its URLs. Admin service or application name and URI also we have given here. Now I should not give URI because I don't know which port number is available. So somehow I need to somehow I need to identify it via Eureka. Eureka should identify that which service is available and it should tell. So instead of this, we need to configure here load balancer colon your application name admin service. So with this name only it is registered, right? So whenever predicates matches with the slash admin, it will ask load balancer, I need admin service. Okay, then Eureka will check for this admin service which port number is currently available. That's how your gateway will approach to Eureka. Just a minute. Just a minute, guys. Okay, one more minute. I just want to give me a minute. Okay. So what all options we have? Eureka. So here also we need to enable, Eureka path. So whatever we have configured here, right? Eureka client service URL. Same thing. Client service URL default zone. Okay, so that your gateway also can approach Eureka. This is gateway app, right? In gateway app also I'm putting the same configuration to register gateway as well. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Eureka client service URL. Yeah. So now this one also need to self-register itself. So which dependency I added? Enable Eureka client, right? So let's keep it for gateway as well, so that it can aware of Eureka. So what? Enable Eureka client. Yeah. So in this version, this must be old version. And coming to configuration, now onwards, you need not to path here, right? You need not to give actual path or port number. Automatically, it should able to map your request for the availability service. I'll run later in two ports. Okay, for now, let's see with one port whether it is running properly or not. All services are down. Now let me start one by one. First with the config server. Keep remember this sequence: config server, then gateway, or gateway you can start even later also. Maybe Eureka. Config server is the configuration. So this is having high priority always. Then service registry. Eureka is service registry, right? Start Eureka also. So that is like a registry. So first a registry should run before others going to register their services here. So this also need to be available. Then you can run your microservices. Then followed by gateway. At the end you can start your gateway. Then your UI application. So what all I started? Config server started, Eureka started, then your microservice. Okay, then gateway. Okay, so now let's go and see how many registered into Eureka. In Eureka, admin service is registered, your gateway also registered. Okay, so gateway also will be registered there. Just to approach gateway also need to talk with Eureka, right? So it need to register there, so that Every time when there is a request based on application name, it will ask Eureka what is the URL. So Eureka will tell the actual path. So then the request will be redirected. Now if I run my view, I will copy path. So it is loading data. So three records I have here. Via gateway only the request is going. The gateway must checking with Eureka, and Eureka is executing your backend. But we are not sure which port number is executing. We are not sure which port number is executing. Let us see. What I will do, I will shut down backend service and restart it. And how I can print port number? Let me print a port number also, so that you can recognize easily which port is running. Environment.get property local server port. It will tell you which port currently it is running in. So in admin service, here we have controller. Let's keep port number. Oh, which one? Post method, right? Yeah. I'll print here system.out.println. Okay, we need environment also auto wired. Let me shut down everything and rerun. Okay, let's auto wire the environment object also. So this is default object, it must available. Spring Cloud config environment. Which one? Spring Core environment. Okay. So what I am trying to do here, trying to printing my port number here in get and post. Usually we are doing get, right? Let's print here. Now let me run all the services once again. And admin service I will run it in multiple ports. Start config server, followed by Eureka, then admin service, and what gateway. Admin service select shader. Okay, or else let's keep it. This admin service is running in port 9090. Let's keep it and run gateway also. So now see, one admin service and one gateway is available. Let me run this admin service in again multiple ports. Run run configurations. Do you guys know which property I need to pass here? Hyphen hyphen spring dot active dot port. As a VM argument, you can pass this parameter and give new port number. Right click, run as, run configurations. Which argument is it? Program argument? Hyphen hyphen server dot port 9091. So it will override the existing port and it will run in new port also. So one more admin service is, did I run gateway? Okay. Gateway also, right? Gateway run. One more gateway. For gateway, we created failover 9091. Maybe, yeah, you can have multiple gateways also. If one gateway not available, front end can try access another gateway. Okay, let's keep it. You may play actually with this microservice. I must start at this one only, right? Run as, run configurations. Acha, here it chose the different one. Acha, this one I need to run. So I'll put 9191 something hyphen hyphen apply and start. So one more admin service also running. Okay. So now 9191 also available for admin service. You can run any number of, right, based on your requirement. For now, let's keep it and try run your front end. Just try to reload this page. So it is getting data. So I got data here, but let's see in console which port is executed. Go and see admin service. Admin service. Okay, not this one. One more admin service. What is our output statement? Just a port number it is printing, right? We got somewhere Kali port number it must be printing. See where it is doing. Uh, this one I don't see. Yeah, here it printed 9090 port is executed. Let's see other one 9191 service. So in 9191 service, I don't see any port that is executed. So your request executed from 9090. Maybe you can refresh it. Two refreshes I have done here. So let's see again the consoles. Mm, Still I don't see this 9191 is running. It picked from, okay, 9090 executed here and here two times. And the 9191, yeah, this one also executed two times. Total four calls happened. Okay. So dynamically it is picking your admin service, which is running in 9191 and 9090. Okay. So even we have load balancer for gateway also, right? In case if this port is not available, you may write in JavaScript, right? A failover logic. In case of exception, you may try with 9091 gateway also. So the gateway also is having running in two ports. In UI, you can write logic something like if 9191 is giving error, like if error says port is not available or 404 something, which is unexpected. Yeah, now I think request going via 9191. You may inspect and see. You may see 9091. You can see, right? This URL localhost 9090 slash admin slash API v1 manager. So both gateways also available now. So it's up to you. You can have any number of gateways and any number of backend services, but try to make sure same number of count microservices clones should available. Whatever is usually two are enough. If one is not available, the next one is sufficient, enough. Even for gateway also you may do that, so that every time when there is a request, gateway will check with Eureka for the availability of backend service, and it will get the availability port and execute it there. Okay, so I think this is working fine. We will shift gear to implement other backend services like manager, seller, simple use cases we will implement. The more focus is on the microservices architecture. If you guys interested, right, implement full CRUD operations. Okay, so we will do each for each, right? We will do one get and post, and finally we will see how to deploy them into Linux environment and integrate with our front ends. Okay, so tomorrow we'll continue further to this coding, and before that I'll show you this Jipkin also. Okay, we'll see that Jipkin and continue further. I'll upload the service as well. We have updated this code, right? Yeah, updated code I'll put it. uh, you can get and check it. Okay, that's it for today.